rápido crescimento do mercado americano entre todos os nossos fabricantes. Um avanço de 60% nas vendas, que nos levou à quarta posição, com 8% de market share, de acordo com o IDC. E a nossa meta para esse ano é bem mais agressiva. Para a Europa, mudamos nossa estratégia. Hoje temos os primeiros resultados positivos. Em 4 dos nossos mercados, já atingimos 10 pontos de market share no segmento mid-tier, também de acordo com o IDC. Mas hoje, estamos aqui para falar da nossa franquia mais querida dos consumidores. Uma família de produtos que, desde o seu lançamento em 2013, atingiu a marca de 26 unidades ativadas a cada minuto em todo o mundo. Do momento que abrimos a nossa porta até o final deste evento, teremos vendido quase 3.000 Moto Gs em todo o mundo. Nosso líder global de marketing e estratégia, François Laflamme, para falar um pouco mais do lançamento. François, bem-vindo.
Good morning. Thank you all for being here today with us. I am personally very excited to be here in Sao Paulo. This city has so much energy, so much passion, so much warmth. It's the perfect environment for us to have this announcement today. Today, I will be guiding you through our first products of 2019, our 7th generation of the Moto G franchise. But before we look forward, let's take a few moments and look at the history of the Moto G franchise and what brought us to where we are here today. We launched the first Moto G 6 years ago in 2013, and the idea, the philosophy at that point in time, was to deliver an amazing smartphone experience at an affordable price, to take flagship capabilities and bring them down to mainstream price points. This was revolutionary. And it's this philosophy, this idea, that we continued year over year as we continue the Moto G franchise over the subsequent generations. Now, we continue to evaluate and elevate the design. We continue to add new features, new enhancements, always focusing on what matters the most to consumers. And today, more than ever, consumers know what they want from their smartphone experience. And they know that they don't need to spend a fortune to make sure that they can get that amazing smartphone experience. And that is why today we are going to be launching 4 products to ensure that we deliver on what matters the most to consumers.
Eles vão lançar 3 produtos hoje.
I'm very excited to announce the 7th generation of Moto G.
A 7ª geração do Moto G.
The Moto G7 Power, the Moto G7, and the Moto G7 Plus. Phones that were created with the same philosophy, the same idea that we committed to 6 years ago.
Moto G Power, Moto G Play, Moto G7 e Moto G7 Plus.
However, there are some standout features that are across all the phones that they all have in common. Let me take a few minutes to walk you through those. The first is our maximized display. In every Moto G, you will get a bigger screen, slimmer profiles on our 19:9 Max Vision display. This creates more viewing area and a much more immersive experience.
Aqui tem uma área de visão bem grande do Moto
Every Moto
G.
G is built with a 600 series Qualcomm Snapdragon chipset, so they respond quickly to any touch, tap, or swipe. These are fastest Moto Gs ever. Now, let's spend a few minutes to go through each of the phones and discuss what makes them unique and particular in their own right. The first, our most affordable offering today, the Moto G7 Play. It comes with a beautiful compact design without sacrificing performance or dependability. We have a large 5.7-inch display. We minimize the borders for that extra screen space, perfect for media consumption, and as you can see, it sits comfortably in your hands. The new G Play also features class-leading speed, 60% faster than its predecessor, and combined with a 3,000 milliamp battery, you'll receive 34 hours of battery life on a single charge. The Moto G7 Play. Now, speaking of battery, I mentioned that we do a significant amount of consumer research. And consistently in all of our research, the number one pain point is battery life. And I'm sure this is no surprise to you in the room today. That is why we are launching a new member of the Moto G family, the Moto G7 Power. The new Moto G7 Power comes with a 6. It's also powered by an industry-leading 5,000 milliamp battery that gives you 55 hours of battery life on a single charge. And in those very rare circumstances that you're running out of battery, it also supports 15-watt turbo power charging that gives you 8 hours of power in 15 minutes. So you can power up even when you only have a few minutes. Now, battery life is important to all consumers, but there are some consumers that value battery life as well as being interested in some of the sleekest design phones out in the marketplace. And this is where our new Moto G7 comes in. We've continued the refined design from last year's model, delivering that premium look and feel that you typically see at phones that are twice the price. You'll notice the new U design, 6.2-inch max vision display, full HD resolution, 19:9 aspect ratio. This maximizes the screen space, but keeps you comfortable gripping your hand with the 3D glass design. The new Moto G7 is 50% faster than the previous generation, and with 4 gigs of RAM, ultra smooth, ultra responsive. Now, beyond style and performance, the Moto G7 is made for those who want more out of their camera. The G7 features a 12 megapixel dual camera system, 1.25 micron pixel, f1.8 aperture. This ensures optimal performance in a variety of lighting situations, as well as overall better photos. And we're also excited to share some smart and creative features to improve your camera experience, but I will talk about those in a few minutes. And last but not least, I'm very excited to announce the Moto G7 Plus. This is our most premium Moto G ever. We've taken the same stunning design as the G7, and we've upgraded a few key
Que é o melhor Motorola já lançado de todos os tempos.
In addition to the beautiful screen, we've added loud stereo speakers, tuned by Dolby Audio, for an amazing audio-visual experience without your headphones. And when it comes to speed, this is our fastest Moto G ever. We've upgraded this product with Qualcomm Snapdragon 636, blazing fast performance, and it features our fastest turbo power charging, 11 hours and 15 minutes, and a full battery charge in under 1 hour. We've also upgraded the front camera to 12 megapixel, 1.25 micron pixels, so now your selfies and groupies will always be beautiful, crisp. And the most exciting addition, our brand new 16 megapixel dual camera system. This is delivering best-in-class image quality. And we've included a critical component to beautiful photos that you rarely see at this price point: optical image stabilization. Now, as you know, with OIS, it keeps the camera still even with moves and shakes. And this is particularly important in low-light situations where the camera lens needs to stay open longer. This means crisp, detailed, low-light photos and blur-free videos. Let's take a look at some example pictures. When there's just a little bit of light. And I assure you, all of these photographs were taken by Moto G7 Plus. Now, obviously great hardware is incredibly important for apps and videos, but it's amazing how smart camera software powered artificial intelligence can not only enhance the image quality, but also make your photography experience that much more enjoyable. Let me highlight a few examples. Our brand new smart composition feature. This leverages AI to make your photo look like it was taken by a professional, even if you aren't one. The camera uses a professional technique called the rule of thirds, which recognizes improvements in the composition of the photograph and automatically generates a second recomposed image for you. Next, super slow motion. You can obviously capture those perfect moments that you otherwise may miss, and make sure that you can extend, again, those perfect moments to make them last a little bit longer. Another brand new feature, and my personal favorite, the auto smile capture. This uses AI to analyze up to 5 subjects and automatically takes the photograph when they are still and smiling. Now for me, I no longer need to take 10, 20, 30 pictures of my kids, hoping that just one of those photographs have them both smiling and sitting still. So for me, this solves a major pain point. It also works on the front camera, so it's great perfect for selfies and movies as well. Now we've also pulled in some features from the Moto Z family down to the Moto G franchise. Cinematograph, obviously you can keep certain aspects of the photo in motion with the rest still, so you can create these very interesting effects. And there's always moments where you need to zoom in for that perfect shot and capture something far in the distance. And we all know that with digital zoom, the more you zoom in, the greater to restore the details to get it back to that crisp and clear image that you don't get from digital zoom, high-res zoom. And of course, portrait mode. The Moto G and G Plus feature a second rear camera to create a depth map. This creates the most accurate bokeh effect and lets you adjust the blur intensity post-capture. And we've also included an AI software algorithm that separates the subject from the background. And this creates that beautiful, beautiful blur image that we're looking for. This works on the front camera of the entire Moto G franchise, as well as the rear cameras of the G Play and the G Power. Now, you've heard of time-lapse. How about hyperlapse? Now you can shoot dramatic time-lapse videos while moving. And once you are done, you can go back and remove those shakes and bounces with our post-capture stabilization, so you get a much smoother experience. Now, with all of our Motorola devices, Google Photos is the default gallery app. This means your photos are always accessible, automatically backed up. As well, Google Lens is integrated directly into the camera application, so you can easily see what we're looking at, learn more about landmarks, even copy text in your photographs. And the entire Moto G7 family will launch with Android 9 Pie. As always, our philosophy has always been to not put unnecessary software, UI overlays onto our phones. We're much more focused on delivering capabilities, features that matter the most to consumers, like some of the camera features that we went through a few minutes ago, but also, of course, our Moto experiences. Now, with Moto experiences, we've pioneered the way that people interact with their devices, whether it be quickly accessing your camera with the shake of a wrist, quickly accessing your flashlight with the chop chop. These are capabilities that have stood the test of time. But now, we continue to enhance these capabilities as well as add some new features. The first is our new Face Unlock. Now you can automatically unlock your phone by lifting and looking at your device without having to touch or swipe. And a new favorite of mine, the quick screenshot. Lets you capture a screenshot with 3 fingers, but now you can also capture rolling screenshots as well. We continue to see Moto experiences as a way to simplify your life, allowing you to do what you need to do with your device in a much more natural way. So this wraps up the 7th generation of the Moto G7 family, the fastest performing, the smartest, the most immersive Moto G family experience yet. Single charge, the Moto G7, premium design, U-design display, and a smarter dual camera experience, and the Moto G7 Plus. The fastest and most premium Moto G ever, stereo speakers tuned by Dolby, and class-leading image quality. Thank you very much. I will now call on Renata our global head of marketing.
Bom dia, buenos dias, good morning to everyone. Agora eu estou aqui para falar com vocês sobre a campanha de Moto G7. Essa campanha foi baseada na realidade dos nossos consumidores. Uma realidade que a gente sabe a cada dia está mais atribulada, um acúmulo de atividades e funções e uma quantidade infinita de informações que está disponível para a gente a todo momento. E o que todo mundo sabe aqui dentro dessa sala é que o smartphone, quando usado com consciência, é um dos principais aliados para a gente se locomover dentro da loucura do mundo de hoje. Venda. E sempre perguntando o que a gente pode fazer para melhorar, né, os nossos serviços e produtos de hoje e do futuro. A gente foi até as ruas de São Paulo e conversou um pouquinho com eles para saber o que importa para eles.
Ela tem que ter uma boa qualidade de resolução, câmera frontal.
Sim, a performance para mim é mais importante, sei lá. Porque como eu trabalho com um negócio de internet, postar vídeo, não sei o quê, e trabalhar melhor, mais rápido também.
O que importa pra mim é a tela. É a questão que eu gosto de fazer vídeos, tirar fotos, assistir também seriados. Design do telefone também é um pouco importante, né? Porque o padrão é mais preto, né? Para os outros, então uma cor diferente também seria legal.
É interessante uma bateria que dure bastante, né? Porque sempre quando a gente precisa, a bateria carrega e é bem chato ficar transportando o carregador, apesar de que tem hoje carregador portátil, mas é interessante uma bateria que dure bastante, né?
Bom, eu me identifico com várias das coisas que eles falaram e com tudo que a gente viu durante essa pesquisa. E essa não é uma realidade apenas no Brasil. Essa é uma realidade que em países como Estados Unidos, Inglaterra e Índia, a gente vê que bateria, performance, display e câmera sempre aparecem entre as 5 principais funcionalidades em cada um desses países. Quando a gente estava desenvolvendo a campanha, não era só sobre a funcionalidade, a gente precisava estudar e ir passo além. Quando vocês chegaram aqui hoje, vocês fizeram um quiz, uma brincadeirinha, que é para vocês sentirem um pouco do gostinho do que a gente estudou, para a gente poder construir perfis diferentes dos consumidores e como é que eles vão utilizar essa nova família Moto G7. Então, do jeitinho Motorola de ser, a gente desenha uma campanha, porque o que é importante para eles, para vocês, é importante para a gente.
Novo Moto G7 Plus. O que mais importa para você? Aquela noite com os amigos? Fofura inesperada? Boa! Que tal uma foto do aniversário da sua amiga? Ê, parabéns! Ele cheira de esqueleto? Assim que se faz. Seu cachorro dormindo? Parece que isso importa mesmo, hein? O que mais importa? O que for importante para você. Novo Moto G7 Plus, a foto perfeita em qualquer luz.
Bom, espero que vocês tenham gostado. Esse filme, mais essas peças que estão aqui, isso é parte da campanha de Moto G7, uma campanha onde a gente buscou traduzir as necessidades desse consumidor e como as funcionalidades dos nossos produtos elas são aplicadas no dia a dia deles. Então, quem nunca se viu num momento onde a gente tem uma luz mais baixa e quer tirar uma foto em algo especial e depois olhar com uma câmera que realmente reflita o que foi aquele momento. Para mim, é algo que acontece sempre. Você vai viajar, aí você chega pro fim de semana, abre a bolsa, abre a mala, cadê? A campanha está no ar a partir de hoje aqui no Brasil, nos principais canais digitais, TV, paga R$9. O Moto 7 com preço sugerido de R$1.599 e o Moto G7 Plus com preço sugerido de R$1.899. A gente queria agradecer.